Hello you, it's Josh here. Welcome back to the channel. Welcome to a very Christmassy video. Today it is Christmas Day. Well, it isn't when I'm recording this video, it's actually Christmas Eve. But, you know, whatever, it's the same sort of thing. Now, today to celebrate Christmas, we're doing loads of tutorials, and this is the first of them. So throughout the day, get ready to see some more tutorials. There's going to be one every couple hours or something like that. I've not really worked out the spacing yet. But today we're going to be working out how to build these lovely, lovely little gingerbread houses with all these lovely decals that I've made. Just for you guys, it took me like 10 minutes. Whoa, so much effort's gone into this video. Wow, look at that. Got that paintbrush and I made a squiggly line. No, but it did actually take me some time, okay, so you can't bully me. And also we have this lovely, lovely little building arena here. Yeah, it does look more like an arena than an actual tutorial building space, but it just means that everything looks a bit nicer now, doesn't it? Yes, it does. Yes. But anyway, we're going to get on with the video, starting off with my favorite one, this one. I prefer this one than this one, but really it's up to you. This one's more candy-like, this one's more traditional-like, so it depends on which one you prefer, honestly. And of course, I'm going to show you how to build the 3x3 design like this. But you can build it in any size that you want. You do not have to build it in this 3x3 size or like 3x2 but with a 2 extra on it. You can build this in any different size because obviously I'm just going to be showing you how to do a certain style. And you can apply that to any size of building. But anyway, without further ado, let's get on with the first house. So to start off with here, we're going to go into scenery, into primitives, and we want this square primitive right here. The colour, we want this colour right here, and we want to turn it into concrete. Now this is quite easy here. We need to make sure that our grids are on default everything, as you can see, like that. And then we're just going to do a 3x3 like this. Pretty simple. As you can see, we've got the grid shape here so that you can work it out. I recommend you do this as well on your ground with 2 different colours, just so it's a bit easy for you to follow along. Here I'm just using ice and concrete if you want to replicate the same thing, just with a 5x5 checkered shape. Anyway, we're going to make a 3x3 like this. So far, it looks like this. And then we just want to increase that up here to 4 blocks tall. So that's 2. Then we have 3. Like so, and then finally 4. There we go. Very, very nice. Now next we want to go over to this primitive right here, and just to make our life easier, I am just going to build this all like this. And then we want to build like this, just using the copy tool right there. And then we want to scroll along until we find the primitive right here next to all these upside down ones like this. We don't want the taller one because it won't quite match, so we're just going to chuck that in like that. Very nice. We're going to use our painter tool now, and we want to click pick appearance, click this right here, and then you just want to click all of those like that really fast. Magical. Now we're going to do the roof trims. So what you want to do is you want to go into roofs and ceilings, find this roof trim right here, and you want to color it as white as possible like that. And then you want to go here, 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 and here. Now again, to make our life easier, you can obviously do this per piece, but I'm just going to chuck all the pieces in like this. So we're going to do that like that. This one here can go like that and like that. I'm just holding shift, by the way, to lock the height so that I can easily do this. And then we're going to need you. And if you've used the right primitive here, they should line up like that. So it just looks like this. Want to do the opposite on the other side. And of course, you want to add your little corner pieces like so, just like this. And then you should be now painting all of them. So if you just pick your appearance, just chuck all this in like this. There we go. Paint them all white so it looks like a bit of an icing border. And then you should be, oh, hang on, should be having something looking a little bit like this coming all the way around there. Very, very nice. Next, what you want to do then is you want to go into here, your scenery, props, and then you want to find the coin, or you can just search for it up here. It's Q-U-O-I-N. You want to paint both of them white, so just white as possible, so that it looks like icing again, because this is supposed to be like icing. So then you want to put them 1, 2, 3, 4 down like that, 1, 2, 3, 4 up like that, 4 down like that, and finally we want 4 like that, so that they're pointing in like that, they're hugging the wall, I guess you could say, and then it'll look like that. Now, before we get on to any decals, I want to just finish the other stuff first. So what we're now going to do is get this little primitive here. We want it to be concrete, and we want it to be white. This white right here. And then you want to turn this into half. And you want to come right here, I'm pretty sure. Yeah. So you want to just go... In fact, let me just check here. 1, 2. Oh, wait. No, it's actually a quarter. Oh, well. So we go to a quarter right here. If we go to the corner here, you want to move it 1, 2, 3 along like this. Then you want to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 up like so. Just so it looks like that. Obviously, you don't need to put it in that exact position, but if you're copying this, this is what you want to do. Next, you want to get a smoke emitter here. And you just want to click it in the middle there. You can actually, if you really want, you can change the color of it here so that it's not that one, sorry. It's the second one right here. If you just change that one to white, it kind of will match in a little bit better if you're really bothered about that. But honestly, it's really hard to tell, especially if you're looking down from the bottom there. And then finally, before we get on with decals now, you want to go into props, find reef large ring with the bell in it. You can use the one without the bell if you're really inclined. But you also need to change your horizontal to like that. You want to bring it up like this so it just doesn't touch the top like that. And then you want to come to the back. Use a reef straight like this, and on the same height, just holding shift again, you just want to bring your reefs in, and they should just touch this edge right here. Now, the next thing that we're going to do then is I'm going to lay out 5 image panels here. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and I recommend you do this as well, just to make your life a bit easier. Just give me a second. I'm just going to set time of day to 1000. There we go, just so we can see a little bit better here. So this is what I recommend you do. You just lay out all your 5 decals like this, with enable transparency, and I'm going to leave all of these down in the comments below, but you want number 1 like this. Oh, give it a second, it's just going to take a while to load. Number 2, and then number 3, number 4. Oh, actually that one's supposed to be on a different one, we'll fix that in a second. Number 4, and then finally number 5, and then there we go. So this one here, number 3, we actually want this one to be on a smaller image panel like this. There we go. Actually, no, that one needs to be completely different, in fact. It needs to be... If you go into here, you want the flag right here. And you want to click that right there. You want to enable transparency. And then again, you want to change that to the 3rd one. Sorry about that, I completely forgot about that. So there we go. So then what we want to do, we'll start off with this one right here then, because this one's quite easy to do. So what you want to do, you just want to get it, you want to lift it up, so we want all our things to just be default snapping. You want to lift it up to there, and you just want to place, oh actually no, that's not how we do it. Oh god, yes, really good tutorial we're making here. No, you want to change actually your horizontal to an 8th snapping. So you want to just bring it up here, and then if you can see, you want that black line not to be there, but just hanging over a tiny bit like that. And then over here, you just want to fill it in all the way to there. So it looks like this. And then on the other side, we want to do the exact same. So I just recommend just going in so that you can't see the black line. Then the black line hangs over a little bit. The black line hang over a bit. And then we do that right like that. Jesus Christ, I can't speak, can I? So there we go. Very, very nice. Whatever. Great. Next, we're going to use this right here. So again, it's going to be the exact same as the top. Except from this one, we're going to do all the way around. So simply, we just do the exact same thing like this. Hanging over a little bit. And then like that. Beautiful. You might want to lower that down a bit. But if you've got paths around it, it will look completely fine. So that's why I'm just not going to bother here. Because I'll show you actually after what this will look like with a path around it. And I'm assuming you'll have a path around it because it's for a theme park. I don't know. It's completely up to you. This one here, it's a little bit harder because of the chimney, so I'm just going to go like that, whatever. It doesn't really matter. It'll look the same anyway when it comes down to it. And then we go here, 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 and then again there. And there we go. Now, guys, we should be having a building that looks a little bit like this. Okie dokie. So now, finally, for the actual framing, I guess you could call it, we want to have these here. These diagonal things. So you just want to get your flag here. You want to put it right there. Again, you want to bring it over to there. And then you want to flip it, put it there, and put it there. Which means you should get this little bit of framing that just comes up like that. Which looks like the roof's more stuck on. Now, you can actually, if you really, really want to, you can try and get it to go up there. But it will make it a little bit hard and a little bit strange looking. So next, what we're going to do is we're going to get our little door thingy here. Now we actually need to set that to a default there, and then this we want to set to a quarter because we can't actually have it down the bottom. So you just want to raise it up to about there. So it will look like it's kind of hanging off a little bit, but you can't place it down there because it says that there's already a decal there, which is a bit annoying, but you know what it is. I mean, you know what? It is what it is. Here you want to set your... Oh, I'm trying to work out how I actually did these windows. Right. So you want to set your your vertical to a half, and then your horizontal to a quarter. There you go. So what you want to do is, if you just line up with this edge right here, you want to lift it up by a half, and then you want to put it over by one more, so that it kind of looks like it's in the middle like that. And then again, like that. And then you should have 2 windows, just like that. And then over here, you want to lift this up just a half like that. Oh, is it going to plump? Yep, there we go. And then again, on the other side, just like that. Beautiful. We've got all of that in now. It looks very nice, I think. So now what we're going to do is we're going to get some paths in. So we want to go that like that, this like this. We're just going to get some concrete. Honestly, you can do this however you want, but this is how I like to do my paths, so shush. And then we can just chuck a path around that, and you can see that that white now comes pretty much down to the ground around the entire area, which looks pretty nice. Now, of course, with these patterns right here, you can do a lot more things. So this is just for this simple design, but if you want to do a much bigger and better design, completely feel free to do that. You can do whatever you want with it and make it look absolutely amazing. But that's this tutorial done. This is what it'll obviously look like around the edges. If you've got any questions about this, obviously just chuck them down in the comments down below, and I'll answer these as quick as possible. Something that I haven't mentioned, but is probably quite important, is you will need disable collisions for this. You can make it without disable collisions probably, but it won't be as good looking. Like you might have to get rid of these things along the bottom, but you can still have windows and stuff, but you won't be able to have all this framing. So just keep that in mind, and you won't be able to have the chimney and stuff like that. So just keep that in mind, that you can make a much simpler version. But if you're looking for a disable collisions one, this probably isn't the one for you. Neither is most of my videos, because all of them do really use disable collisions. But you can improvise, which I guess you just have to do if you don't have disable collisions anyway. But regardless of that, let's get on with the next one here, this design. So let's get on with it. So here we are with the second gingerbread house. Now, if you have already skipped on to this point because you only wanted this house, don't worry, we're going to go completely from the start regardless of any of this sort of stuff. So don't worry, we're going to start all the way from the start. So the first thing that you want to do is you want to go into scenery here, primitives, you want your square primitive right here, you want your color there, and you want to set it to this one here exactly. With the material, concrete. There we go. You want to make sure that your grid is completely default snapping all the way down, as you can see right here. And then you want to use, and then you want to do an L shape like this. You want to go 3 along like this, 3 along like this, and then 2 out like that. Now, something that I did talk before, and I should probably say again, if you do want to copy this grid design, it is very useful to use here because it allows you to better understand what I'm doing and where, and like lay it out a bit. So the way that I've just created this is it's just a 5x5 area using the terrain tool, and you can just paint it using concrete and ice here is what I've used. So anyway, yeah, this is the sort of shape that you should be having right now. So for this main square, rectangle, square, whatever, you want to bring this up 4 tall. So there we go, that's 3 tall there, as you can see. And then 4 tall like this. Very, very easy. And then over here, you want to bring this up to 3. So then it kind of looks a little bit like this, and from above it looks like this. Very, very nice. Then what we want to do then is go over to this primitive. We want to change it to the same color right here. And we want to change the material again to concrete. And we want to put this up so it ramps up to there, so it's nice and seamless. And then you want to do that, and then rotate it around and do this. So now you should be having something a little bit like this. Now this one is much, much simpler than that one. So all we need to do here, because it uses a lot less decals, but what you want to do is go into fences, walls and poles, and you want to find the middle fence wooden that has this kind of shorter thing like that. And you want to have this in white, again like that. So then what you want to do is just run that all the way around the edge, right all the way around, just so it covers the entire thing like so. And then the next thing that we want to do is go into pole wooden here, turn it into white, and then we want to bring that all the way up on every single corner like this. We want to put it like that, like this, like this, like that right there, so that lines up with that. As you can see from above, it lines up like that, and then like this. Very, very nice. Okay, so what we're then going to do here is the roof. I think next is what we shall do. So you want to scroll across until you can find the wooden roof trim right here. You want to change that to white, and again you want to bring that all the way up like this. Bring it all the way across there. You want to bring it down by one so that it lines up across there. And then what I'm going to do here to make my life easier, as I did in the last one, we're just going to put all these in the wrong color like this, just so I don't have to change it every time. Of course, you can change it every single time if you want to, but this is a much quicker way to do it. But you just want to frame it all the way around. I have just realized that there is supposed to also be one there. Sorry about that. And then you want to get your corner pieces in, obviously, all the way around like so, just like this. There we go, like that. And then you want to rotate it around like that, so it looks a little bit like this. And then we're just going to use the pick appearance from item in the picker painter tool there. We want to click right there, and we just want to bring that up and around like this. So we're just going to paint every single one of those brown pieces. Obviously, if you've done it every single one, you can ignore this step, but this is just in case you are like me and you've just done all of them the wrong color and then repaint them after. And then you should have something looking a little bit like this. Pretty simple so far, okay? This is a much easier one than that one, so you know, shouldn't take as long, obviously. Yeah. But next we're going to get these candy canes here. This is where it starts to get a little bit more difficult now. So we want to use a large candy cane right here. We want to change the item snapping into an 1/8. And then we want to bring that all the way up here so that it kind of goes into the pillar like that. And we want it to have a diagonal as well, and it should look a little bit like this. And then what we want to do is have that on every single one of these white pillars, except from the one that's in the middle of the wall right here. So on these 4 corners like this, and then finally like that. That's where we want to have all those candy cane corners on there. So we're almost done with this now. What we're next going to do is we're going to build the chimney here. So I'm pretty sure here we can get away with just having a half here. So the way that we're going to do this to make it a little bit easier, if you go to the corner right here, you can count 1, 2 like this. So it should be in line there. And you want to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 up like so, just like that. And then on top, you need to get a smoke emitter, just this one right here. As I've already discussed, you can change the second color to white to make it match a little bit more. Chuck it on the middle of there, and there you go, you got some smoke coming out your chimney. Now, finally, we need to get all the, well, actually not finally, because we need to do the Christmas decorations first, shush me. We want to just change all the items snapper to default, because it makes our life a bit easier. We want to put it right here, here, and here, these reef straights that have the little balls on them. And then again, on the back, we want to go here, here, and here, so it looks, oh wait, no, sorry, just those two there. So it looks a little bit like this. And then we want to get the small reef small ring with the little bell on it. We're going to change our grid to a half, like that. And then we're going to bring it up right there, so it just goes in the middle, like so. Plonk it in there. And on the front here, plonk it in there. You can also bring it around to the sides, but I'm just going to leave it on the front for this one here. So, for the windows, yeah, these are quite simple. For everything here, we're just going to use horizontal grid default. And then we're going to use a quarter vertical snap grid here, because what we want to do is just lift them up just so they're just above those walls right there. So we want to place one right there, right there, right there, right at the back right there. And then that'll do for the windows now. Oh, sorry, I completely forgot to actually just lay them out on the front. I forgot that this was a completely different tutorial. I'm not very smart, am I? So what I recommend you do is you want to plonk out your things right here, just like this, just these square image panels. You want to enable transparency, and the ones that you want down in the description are number 2, here, and you want number 5, I think is the ones we want right here, right? There we go. So I recommend you just get them out on the front here, just so you can duplicate them around. Obviously, there's not many different ones on here. This one had 5 different decals. This one only has 2 that we really need here. Although you can mix and match, as I said before. Feel free to build your own design, obviously. But because if you don't really like this is just a general style that you can apply to anything. But But anyway, we're just going to chuck that door in there. Sorry, I didn't really speak about that. You just want to put this here, lift it up to the wall, exactly like we did for the windows, and put it in just there. But that is literally everything. That is completely done. Something else that you can do, obviously, here, as I pointed out before, you can just put some paths around it like this, and it just so you can see what it'll look like that. Very nice, very, very nice. Now, that's the end of this video now then. So if you have enjoyed, which I really do hope you've enjoyed this video, because I have put a lot of work into just this thingy, but also getting all these videos out for you at Christmas to the point where I'm going to be shattered on Christmas Day. I will be. I'm actually going to be shattered. It's literally 11 o'clock on Christmas Eve, and this is the first tutorial. Yes. But anyway, thank you so much for watching. I hope you have enjoyed this video. If you have, please do leave a like, subscribe, share it around. It's really, really appreciated. I hope this video has helped you, all that sort of stuff. You can check out my second channel and my third channel, where I upload stream videos on the third channel and real life videos on the second channel. There's going to be a Christmassy video on there at some point today, so check that out. You can also check out a random video and the how to build tutorial series. It's popping up right now, as well as a little thing to subscribe. So from that, check out Discord, early releases there. But thank you so much for watching. I hope you really have enjoyed this video, and goodbye.